Hi there, folks. Over the start of every year, there's always a whole lot of new resolutions being made and a whole lot of new resolutions being broken. And over the next few moments, I'd love to share with you some ideas as to why New Year's resolutions are very hard to maintain and why so often we don't stick with them. And then if there's time in this vlog or maybe in another one, just discuss an alternative way of actually doing things. Now, what I notice when it comes to making New Year's resolutions, a lot of people, and I used to do this quite a bit, you'd go and tell your friends leading up to the end of the year what you're going to give up. And I'm going to give up smoking, give up drinking, give up eating the chocolate cake. I'm going to start training, getting up at 5:30 in the morning and going for a run and spend at least an hour on the road. Or I'm going to go to gym before I go to work. I'm going to eat lettuce, I'm going to eat cucumber, I'm going to eat beetroot, give up carbs, give up anything that is unhealthy for me. And there's one problem with this, is that within us we've got, this is okay, it's rational, logical, you want to actually become healthier, but the higher brain is making these choices, but it's leaving out a very important part of our mind, and that is our subconscious, because our subconscious is kind of listening to this, especially when we're telling everybody else, and it's kind of going, yeah, okay, we're going to give up drinking, give up smoking, give up food, but what am I getting in return for this? Because the subconscious is actually using those habits to kind of fill the voids, and these have developed and evolved over our lifetime. So it's using these for pleasure to make up for the pain. So it's listening to this and it's going, yeah, okay, but what do I get in return for that? And it goes, hang on, so I'm giving up all the good stuff, and now I have to get up at 5:30 in the morning and go and run, and you're feeding me lettuce? And it kind of goes, well, yeah, okay, fine, that's your call, but it still has its own agenda. See, the subconscious, it doesn't really talk to the higher brain because it hasn't got those many direct neurolinks, should I say, neuron pathways. But it uses urges and feelings to communicate. So it sits quietly, and as we begin to start giving up, the word giving up, I'll discuss that just now because that creates more of an urge. But it starts to go, yeah, right, you've got your agenda, but I've got mine. And what happens is, as we begin working with giving up, we may succeed for a few days, and some people may succeed. I'm not saying we all fail at New Year's resolutions, but what happens is it creates this void that is bigger and deeper, and the more we say I'm giving up, and the more we're telling people what you're giving up, you're creating this sense of lack within the subconscious that makes it even more, should I say, that the subconscious becomes more powerful in the sense of creating more of an urge to go back to those old habits and patterns. And it's like a slingshot. After 2 or 3 days giving up all of this, doing all the running, doing all the great stuff, there's this snapback where the subconscious just takes over through urge. The next minute we're back into the old habits, and we are smoking double than what we originally did before. We may be drinking more than what we did before, and we're definitely eating way more than what we did before. So what really is the problem? It's this. We've got the subconscious part that is really powerful, and to break a habit and pattern takes time. It takes a lot of time, but we've also got to be very sneaky with our subconscious, and we've got to kind of work with this concept of inception, because the moment we say I'm giving up something, it's like saying don't think of the white elephant. The moment you say that, you think of the white elephant. The moment I say I'm giving up something, the moment the brain goes, the subconscious goes, I'm not getting that anymore, and it creates a stronger urge to now pull you back into the old way. So how do we actually approach this differently? Well, I'll share this in a different vlog. And yes, until we chat again, take care and stay away.